Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy vegan smoothie. The secret ingredient is Salviana, which really enhances the taste of the smoothie and has nutrients. I used to not be a morning person, but ever since I started using Salviana, my energy has increased. Now Salviana is part of my morning routine. If you want more information about the product, please click on the link below. So now going back to the recipe, here's what you'll need. Organic almond milk, frozen blueberries, oats, cinnamon, and Salviana. The first step is to add almond milk, blueberries, oats, cinnamon, and of course Salviana. Then you blend all the ingredients together until they're all combined, and there you have it. This is a quick and easy vegan smoothie that will energize your mornings. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up or comment below.
Expanding 2 decades of business, entertainment, and government. It's Business This Week with Saul Mejia. Now from the studios at Zolan Radio, KROJ 101.5. Here's your host, Saul Mejia.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We are here today with Adriana Gomez, which is CEO and President of Salviana Products, but also, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. So thank you. Glad to be here.
But also, she's a business consultant. She has a lot of experience in helping a small business, bring up if they have any issues or they have any problems. She's one of the experts that can help actually some of the business, get back in track. So, but I'll hand over pretty much the space to you. And what high school do you go to?
I went to Monroe High School down the street from here, so not too far away.
Awesome.
I stayed in the area.
Awesome, me too, of course. So we love Monroe High School. But you're one of the fancy people who didn't have to go to college. You went straight to university. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, actually, I started high school here in the 10th grade. I was able to go into the magnet program, and by the time I was done with 11th grade, I got offered a full scholarship to UCLA, and I ended up going to UCLA. Yes, so thank you.
Congratulations, that's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
So how was your experience at UCLA? Did you feel, completely new, or how was the difference between switching from one to the other?
From
high school to university.
To college, it was really easy. I think most of my high school years I spent them studying. I did long hours of work and homework, so I was preparing myself for college from the moment I started 10th grade. So the transition was pretty easy. I think it was even harder to be in high school because the workload was less than at UCLA.
So it's nothing fancy like the show in the movies that you get to hang out with your friends, party hard.
No, it's actually great. It's so close to the beach that you get to de-stress after class. So you choose your classes, you choose your days, and then you decide to go to the beach when you're stressing out and just do homework there. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Right?
So when did you decide to become a business owner or become an entrepreneur?
Well, after I graduated from college, I took a year off. I thought I wanted to go to law school, and what I ended up doing is helping small businesses navigate through the system with business licenses and business entities. I realized that I had a gift for that. For me, it was pretty easy to go through forms and fill out applications and just get information and just give it to the business owner to make it a lot easier for them to go through that process. So as I helped people, they started referring me, and the network became bigger, and that's what I started to do for a living. I did that for 10 years. I helped a lot of the local businesses with that. So that was how I ended up being a business consultant. And once that happened, then I decided to have a brand. I decided that I was good at it and I needed to have a business of my own, not only helping other business, but just becoming a business myself. And so I created a brand, a sweetener, that is my brand. This is Salviana. This is what I have. And I distribute this in Los Angeles.
Well, it's getting popular, more popular. It's actually now in a couple of markets, right?
It is. We were lucky enough to be able to have them on the shelves of 4 of the nicest, I said, high-end food stores, health food stores here in Los Angeles. The Air One stores are hard to get into, and we got all 4 stores, so they carry our product.
Yes, and actually I think we've seen you pretty much everywhere in Las Vegas and pretty much anywhere there's an expo, there's Adriana with her table, setting up her product and letting people know what it is. And I can actually say, you were kind enough to let me try your product, and actually it's amazing. I can honestly say I actually tried it myself. I usually don't promote anything that I don't really know anything about, but I actually tried it, and I thought it was pretty amazing. And I can honestly tell people it actually works. It actually makes a difference. So yes, I'm not giving free commercials, but this is one of the actual products that I actually have tried, and I thought it was pretty amazing.
That's one of the reasons I started this brand, was because I think we need a little bit more options when it comes to good real food. Most of the stuff we are used to is not food. It's just things that we can eat, not necessarily things that feed our bodies. So this was a big step for me. I used it on a regular basis, and I do believe this really can help people who are looking for better natural sweetener, for food that can nourish your body, and for somebody who has digestive problems that has a lot of fiber. So yes, it's a great product.
So would that be the reason why your product has succeeded? Because I believe it actually is succeeding a lot, considering the short period of time that you've been in business. It's only been a few years, right?
Right. It was about 2 years now.
Yeah, and I think you're just as crazy as we are. I mean, in 2 years, I think we have built something so huge compared to other companies. Some of the business they open in the 5, 10, 15 years, and they still not really advancing much. And I think in 2 years, you have accomplished a lot. Do you say that's one of the reasons why you kept
That's one of the reasons, obviously, to have a good product. If it's good and people love it, then it's going to be a success. But also just getting to know the right people, just being surrounding yourself with people who have the same goals as you do. I was lucky enough to meet you guys when I started. When I was starting, so I started to see that the networking, just having the right answers, getting the right information, really makes a difference when you're in business.
So what are your plans for the future? What do you see from this point on?
I want to make sure that not only am I giving or distributing a product that I believe in, that I will help people, I also want to be part of other people's success. I want to be a consultant to women who are starting a business, thinking about starting a business, and they need the information, the motivation to do it. I've been through it. I've done it for many, many years. I know the ups and downs of trying to do a business, getting through it, and just doing it. So if anybody needs help, anybody just questions, motivational quotes, I'm happy to send them to you. The only thing that we need is to understand that it is doable, but you do have to have people behind you. You need a strong army behind you motivating you, because it's a lonely journey.
Yes, absolutely. I think we've all been there before, and you're counting every penny every single time to try to get to pay the rent, try to get to pay the bills. And well, thank you so much for being part of our chamber. How did you hear about the Panama City Chamber of Commerce?
Thank you. Actually, we were neighbors. I came to the building where you guys had your office, and I think I came in. I'm not sure if I came in or you stopped me as I was walking by, and we just started to talk about business, and you explained to me what this was, and I said, sign me up. I'm in. Let's do this.
Well, we're very happy to have you. I think you're one of the top 3 female executives that we have, within the chamber, and it's always motivational to see people who actually rise up from the minority. In this case, I refer to the women. We talked about it before, that a lot of women are afraid to go into business, and I think you're one of the few people who really has set up already the standards of what it should be and what it could be, and we wish you much, much more luck in the future.
Thank you. I wish to be that mentor for others that I wish I would have had many years ago. So I'm available for anybody who needs that.
Awesome. We'll make sure we contact you with a couple of people.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Salviana is a symbiotic, natural and organic sweetener made from the sap, locally called aguamiel, which is extracted from the maguey plant. It is both rich in prebiotics and probiotics. This sweetener is a natural source of vitamins and minerals, which include potassium, vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, and other nutrients. It also aids in improving the health of the intestinal flora. The maguey is an ancient plant from Mexico that lives in a semi-desert environment with little rainfall. It reaches maturity between 8 and 12 years of age, blooms only once, and then finishes its life cycle. The maguey can survive in this hostile desert environment due to its broad leaves and thorns, known as pencas, which store its nutrients. Many indigenous communities and families in the state of Hidalgo, Mexico, rely on the cultivation of these amazing plants. The communities practice organic agriculture, allowing the plants to grow freely without chemicals or other aids. When the maguey reaches its mature state, the central part of the plant is removed before the stem begins to sprout. The workers make a bowl-shaped hole at the center. Then they allow the plant to rest. After a few days, the aguamiel, which had been feeding the flowering stem, begins to appear and accumulate slowly. This valued liquid is gathered in the mornings and evenings for approximately 4 months. Later, the sap is taken to a facility where it receives careful treatment. Using European technology, excess water is extracted, preserving the maguey's original properties and natural characteristics. The finished product is a fresh and delicious sweetener loaded with nutrients. It is called Salviana. By enjoying Salviana, you are able to improve your own health by benefiting from all its nutrients, while helping to support the lives of many indigenous families. We invite you to enjoy Salviana.